Good morning to everyone. My name is Damon Burns. I'm the CEO of Finance New Orleans. We're here today to host a public hearing for a project that we're considering. That project is called Peace Lake Towers. You'll learn more about it in a moment. But just for those of you that are joining us via the webinar or watching on YouTube, we host these public hearings to give the public an opportunity to comment on projects that Finance New Orleans is considering for investment. We invest in projects in a multitude of ways by lending to those projects, issuing bonds. Sometimes we make direct investments in projects. And also we have the ability to offer tax exemptions to developers and businesses that are trying to create value in New Orleans. So before we do any of those things, it's part of our responsibility to give the public an opportunity to comment and let us know how you feel about any particular project, whether you're for or against it. We want to hear so that we can understand the issues before we move forward with investing in this project. So on the line, you have a number of people representing Finance New Orleans. You have myself, Bianca Brown, who's our COO, Mr. Byron Badger, who's our CFO, also a number of Finance New Orleans staff, as well as our general counsel, Jay Brown Russell of JD Russell Consulting. And you also have members in the audience represented by community members. And we also have the developer team for Peace Lake Towers in the audience too. So they're here to hear any comments that you may have. So we have an agenda. We'll give an overview of the project. And after we provide the overview, we'll open it up for any comments to the community. So with that, I'll turn it over to Ms. Bianca Brown, our COO, to walk us through an overview of the project, and she'll take it from there. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So good morning, everyone. So the Peace Lake Tower project is located at 925 Chef Mentor Highway. It's a 131 unit affordable elderly apartment community located in the Reed Boulevard West neighborhood of Orleans Parish. Peace Towers is a 6-story high-rise apartment complex with 2 elevators that consist of 131 bedroom units, 1 2-bedroom units. The substantial renovation of Peace Lake Tower will increase the quality of life for existing and future residents, provide significant amenity upgrades, increase safety and security, and social service programming. Peace Lake Tower has provided affordable housing for the Northeast New Orleans area and Reed Boulevard West neighborhood for over 30 years. The redevelopment of Peace Lake Tower will help assure that many low-income elderly households have the opportunity to attain affordable housing. Peace Lake Towers, in conjunction with Millennial Housing Management, will provide social services for the tenant. Management and the new ownership will collaborate with agencies to provide services such as financial budgeting seminars, job training, preventive healthcare programs, information and senior counseling, neighborhood watch programs, community garden, as well as social and recreational programs. The total development cost per the developer is $26,814,396. Unit cost of $204,690. This overall project will create 50 temporary jobs. It's projected the disadvantaged business enterprise DBE participation is projected at 25 to 30% of the overall development. And basically that is the Peace Lake summary. So now we'll open it up for public comment. Anyone have any comments at the moment?
So if you do have a comment and you're in the audience, there's a feature that allows you to raise your hand, and we'll unmute you from mine to make a comment. Elizabeth or Derek, have you received any questions on your end?
No, we haven't received any comments as far as I know.
So a question to council, Jay, if we don't have any comments at present, should we leave it open for a certain length of time? Or actually there is a comment that's coming in from the audience. Can you see it, Bianca? You're on mute.
Okay. I'm sorry. So let me read it. We have a question from Nathan Lott. It says, can you clarify, is this acquisition and rehab, new construction, or a hybrid? So it's an acquisition and rehab project, correct? That was the question from Nathan Lott.
Yeah. So yeah, Mr. Lott, the project and developers on the line. So if you want to comment now, Seth, you can jump in. But
Yeah, of course. So the project is currently existing. It's just going to be an acquisition rehab.
and Seth, is the you say it's currently existing? Is it in operation now, or is it vacant? Do you have to?
It is currently 80% occupied, and that's just due to leaving units currently offline, just pending the rehab. So it is currently occupied and up and running, just not to full capacity.
Thank you. Mr. Lott, if that answers your question, please communicate that to us. If you have anything else, feel free to type in another question.
Oh, we have another question. No, that's it. We don't have any more questions. Mr. Lott commented and said, that's great. Thank you.
Okay, excellent.
And Damon, to answer your question, there's no specific amount of time that you are required to hold open the public hearing. So, I mean, whatever comments you receive during this time is what you receive. So you can move forward to whatever the next item on the agenda. If that's the adjournment, then that's all there is to it.
Okay, I understand.
Damon, I have one additional comment from Victoria from Cindy Wynn's office. She states that Councilwoman Wynn is in support of the project and are looking forward to working with the developer to bring this project to fruition.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And thank you for the comment, Victoria. That's good for the community to hear. And we'll continue to work with the office to make sure the project gets what it needs to close. So unless we have any more questions, then we can move on with the agenda, which is the adjournment of the meeting. So again, thank you for joining us today. This was a very brief meeting, but we're going to do this over and over for the community as we have projects to invest in. We'll continuously seek input from the community via these public hearings and outside of these public hearings. We want to see development happen. We want to see impact happen in New Orleans, but we also want to be mindful of how this impacts the community directly. And the best way for us to know is for you to let us know through these meetings and other forms of communication. You can always reach us through our website, financenola.org. You can call our line directly, 504-524-5533, and we'll be able to answer any questions that you might have about programs or projects. But this forum is specifically to address projects that we're seeking to invest in and use public dollars to make happen. So thank you again.
Damon, we have one additional question from Victoria. She's asked, what is the next step for this project, or what is the timeline?
I think that'd be best answered by Seth and the development team.
Yes. So we, for the most part, we've received full sign off. We anticipate closing next week. If that occurs, the general contractor needs about a 3-week window to mobilize right after the holidays. And we expect them to start early January, maybe the week of the 10th, 11th, they'll be on site, and it'll be about a 12.5-month construction. I believe management has already, for the most part, relocated residents internally that needed to move, since we have to vacate an entire wing at a time. So I believe that process has already begun. Yes, so if it occurs next week, it should begin construction by early January.
Great, thank you, Seth. Victoria, does that satisfy your question? All right, great. So one last time, any more questions before we adjourn? So Bianca, team, it looks like we're good on questions. I don't want to do it prematurely.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, well, again, thank you for joining. We'll see you again in this forum, and we're going to continue to work with the developer on getting this project to the finish line so that they can go in and create the impact that the community needs. So thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good day, everyone.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
Thank you.